There. Glorious. Let's get to work. Hi there. Welcome to another episode of Animation Takes Forever. Please understand. Please. Welcome to another episode of Led by Pixels, the show where you ask the questions, I draw the pictures, and then I give you a piece of my mind. If you're viewing this video, well, let me say congratulations. You're part of the Day First Fancy Pants Collectioneers level Golden Poopy Edition Late Early Starter Bird Tier Club. Here's your commemorative toothpick, your skins, careful, they're fresh, and your limited edition statuette. Yeah, look at that. Today's question comes from @GrandpaGlasses, who asks, thoughts on DLC, microtransactions, and pre-order culture? What, do you want this to be an hour long? Let me get rid of this here. I'll save that for later. Yeah, I know. Yeah, it seems inescapable now, doesn't it? The sea of additional bonuses that splashes up around a game's release. If a major publisher is dropping a popular title, you best bet your sweet McNuggets there'll be some bonus incentives to get you to buy in early. There have been some standouts, sure. Some have been really freaking odd. Assassin's Creed Black Flag famously offered a pre-order bonus American football. This was offered in the UK for an open-world pirate game. If you were in Italy and wanted to pre-order Infamous Second Son, you were in luck. Or, I hope you were getting lucky. Glow-in-the-dark condoms and a couple of cans of Red Bull were tacked on. Not literally, good God. Though these pre-order bonuses can often be ridiculous or of questionable quality, and I really hope those condoms don't fall in that category, some pre-order bonuses in DLC can feel downright unfair and manipulative. For example, I really enjoyed Metro 2033. When I heard a sequel was being released, I was looking forward to more of that hanging by a thread, starved scavenger gameplay. And then it was announced that Metro Last Light's pre-order bonus was an increased difficulty setting. If I didn't pre-order or spend more money post-release, I wouldn't have access to that mode. What? The pre-order incentive is something that should be offered to me from the get-go? Then there were bonuses coupled with the original Watch Dogs and Deus Ex Mankind Divided. Both offered variable rewards for pre-orders, none of which seemed to offer a 100% complete pre-order package. Yes, the folks behind the marketing of Deus Ex did smarten up and remove their crappy pre-purchase tier system, but really, what's going on here? See, I always thought that the whole idea of laying down cash in anticipation of a product was to circumvent scarcity, right? So when Sony announced a 20th anniversary edition PlayStation 4 console with a low production run, purposeful lack of supply issue aside, to me, pre-ordering made sense, I guess. It also made sense to me to metaphorically buy a place in line for the launch of a Nintendo console like the Switch or Classic, because, well, Nintendo's known to woefully undersupply console hardware. But games, right? For most popular titles today, I feel like we're not pre-ordering because they won't be around. In fact, I feel like we have so many avenues to get content these days that, to me, software pre-orders seem almost completely unnecessary. Heck, you can turn on a home console right now, connect it to the net, and pre-order titles digitally. There's no scarcity connected to these online products. So then, what's our incentive to pre-order digital goods? Well, now we're offered the ability to download titles before launch. We can get early access to gameplay. We can grab other DLC-related bonuses. That's nice to offer fans that, right? I'm a glass half empty kind of dog on this. I think you always have to keep in mind that most publishers don't offer pre-order perks because they love giving to their gaming community. I'm afraid it's mostly about locking down a purchase. These titles need to sell. But hey, what's the big deal, you may ask? If you really like what you've seen of a game or are completely head over heels for a particular series, pre-order it. Put your money down. You get some extra stuff, maybe early access, and you have your game ready to play the moment it launches. Fantastic! What's the big freaking deal? Well, can you guess what my response is gonna be? I don't like being an uninformed buyer, and I feel like some companies in the industry set their sights directly on the uninformed, on a whim buyer, and it's even easier to take advantage of longtime fans of certain series. Look, I enjoyed the N64 Banjo games, I'm a fan of old school Mega Man and Mega Man X, but as high as my expectations were for their spiritual successors, I didn't pre-order a thing. I waited, and has the information that I've received about these titles post-release affected my purchasing decisions? Yeah, totally. Totally. Look, this is just one dog's opinion, and this is how I want to use my wallet. If you feel that a pre-order somehow heightens your enjoyment of something, hey, dig in. Freedom of choice, man. But please remember, there are a lot of people paying attention to the way that we buy video games today. It's good to voice your opinion when you can, and the best way to communicate that is with, come on, you know what I'm gonna say, the best way to communicate that is with your... Okay, some guy in Cleveland said balls, I heard that. It's with your wallet. Money, ball guy. Now, I thinly layered the subject of DLC with all this pre-order talk. I want to touch a little more on that topic. Personally, I think the term downloadable content is a little ambiguous, and I probably have another 10-minute DLC rant in me somewhere, but I won't put you through that today, I promise. Anyway, a lot of DLC, especially cosmetic items, does seem to be lumped in with pre-orders, but not all DLC is connected in that way. And I want to say, I don't hate downloadable content. There's some great stuff, like Bioshock 2's Minerva's Den, The Last of Us Left Behind, Far Cry Blood Dragon, the slew of great post-release content developed for The Witcher 3 or the Souls games. Some people like new skins, weapons, movesets, characters. Me, I'm more of an extended story kind of dog. To each their own. There's good and not so good DLC, just as there are good and not so good base games. As I mentioned before, I like to wait and research before plunking down my dough, even for downloadable content. Well guys, I gotta get back to chiseling sprites and taking all my nutrients in through a feeding tube. Good thing I locked in my Day 1 Deluxe Homebody pre-order. Now I gotta just figure out how to insert this catheter. Here, it's rather pinchy. Hey guys, thanks for watching. I'll be mailing out this episode's sketch ASAP. Now, if you dig the show and would like your gaming-related topic or question on the next episode, you can use the hashtag LedByPixels on the ol' Tweety Twitter. Thanks again, and hope to hear from you soon.